Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a collective reading. Today I'm going to be doing karmic justice on the collective energy. I'm going to be reading what the karmic justice is going to be for the collective, the karmics, and or the masculine energies around you. All right. I'm going to start off with what karmic justice is coming for the karmics. The karmics could be anybody to you, anybody who betrayed you, whatever the case may be, ex-lover, friend, family, whatever have you. We're going to pull energy around what their karmic justice is going to be for betraying you in any kind of way, what's coming to them as far as their karma, what justice is coming towards them regarding situations, things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my own deck to pull their energy for their karmic justice energy. We're going to start with the karmics for their energy check-in. All right. Abandonment issues. Somebody wants to get married and provisions are being made for you. So for the karmics, they feel like they are in a good space with these masculine energies. A lot of karmics are planning their weddings or they've already gotten married. They are making provisions for their future. They are thinking that they've successfully won a situation or defeated you in some kind of way. So it's like they're celebrating prematurely some kind of victory they feel they have regarding your situation. The karmics in your life feel like they have successfully defeated you or took something from you very valuable or made you lose something very valuable. So let's see what their karmic justice is going to be. We have completion, completion in reverse. They have an STD, karmic soul ties. We have twin flames, next lifetime, and karmic lover. All right, for karmic soul ties, I feel like that's what these people were. They represented karmic soul ties. They were karmic soul ties to the collective. For some of you, this was a karmic lover. For some of you, it was your twin flame. For some of you, somebody here has an STD. The karmic, the soulmate, or the twin flame could have an STD. This could be a sexually transmitted disease, or this could be a spiritually transmitted disease, or both. For some of these karmics, for these karmics, they did not complete their karmic cycles. They did not close out any karmic soul ties they had with karmic lovers. So there's a masculine here that has a karmic lover, that's a karmic soul tie, that this person failed to detach from or leave behind. They had a twin flame connection here as well, but they chose a karmic lover instead. So somebody's person is in a karmic soul tie with a karmic lover. They did not complete or close out a karmic cycle. They left their twin flame for a karmic lover. They and the karmic are experiencing bad luck or about to receive bad luck or bad karma. One of them has an STD. Somebody is saying next lifetime. So I feel like with the next lifetime, this is a situation that may continue on in the next life for either you or these people, because these people didn't learn their karmic lessons in this lifetime. These karmics have to repeat a karmic cycle next lifetime to get it right. So whoever these karmics are to you, a lover for some, a twin flame for others, these karmics did not close out their karmic cycles, or they did not learn their karmic lessons. They spread lies and rumors, or they spoke against another person negatively, and it's like they're about to receive some kind of judgment for coming against a divine counterpart. A divine masculine at the bottom of the deck. So this is someone's divine masculine that chose a karmic soul tie, karmic lover. They did not break a karmic cycle with this karmic lover or this karmic soul tie they had with the karmic lover. This could have carried over from a previous life. So with this karmic lover and this masculine, in a past life, this masculine was in a karmic soul tie. In this lifetime, they had to complete a karmic cycle to end this karmic contract. However, this masculine chose in this lifetime to continue another karmic cycle with a karmic lover, and they left their twin flame for a karmic connection. All right. Divine Feminine is saying that it broke her heart to see this masculine with someone other than themselves. A soulmate for some, a devil in disguise for others. So there's a devil in disguise. It could be a divine masculine that chose a karmic, or this karmic could be with your divine masculine. They are in a karmic soul contract with this karmic energy. They did not choose to end a karmic cycle. They could have abandoned a karmic. At the bottom, before I shuffle, I saw abandonment issues. So this masculine abandoned their twin flame for a karmic soul tie or a karmic lover. And now they have an STD. It could either be a physical disease or a spiritual disease or both. All right, so the karmics right now think that they have successfully closed out a karmic cycle, or they think that they've successfully ended a karmic connection, or there's a sense of them celebrating something they've done. They're celebrating the fact that they were able to separate two counterparts and make one person leave their twin flame. So it's like they're celebrating the fact that this masculine chose them over their divine counterpart. And they think that they're going to be able to celebrate and rejoice and live a good life together now that they won this masculine's energy over their divine feminine. So this karmic lover is celebrating prematurely the fact that they have won this masculine over from their counterpart. They think that in this lifetime, the two of them will be able to create some type of life together with this masculine. The problem with that is this masculine is a divine masculine. Even though they are with a karmic, they are still a divine masculine in the sight of the universe, if you will. However, because they did not learn their karmic lessons in this lifetime, they're considered a karmic to a divine feminine or a divine masculine, a real divine feminine or masculine. So this divine masculine kind of chose to be with the karmic lover, either because they thought this karmic lover was their divine feminine. For some of them, they thought this was their divine feminine or masculine. So they chose the karmic connection over the divine union. This masculine is about to receive some kind of judgment for their decision, because I feel like divine masculine may have been confused about this karmic lover in the past. But there was something revealed to this masculine about this karmic lover they chose to ignore. So because of that, they're going to be receiving some kind of STD for their disobedience or for their lack of integrity. Like they dishonored themselves by choosing to be in this karmic soul tie. It's like they also dishonored God by choosing this karmic lover over their divine counterpart. So there's going to be some kind of judgment coming towards this masculine and this karmic. Low-key obsessed demon spirit came out. I am losing my mind without you. In a sacred union. All right, so like I said, the karmic masculine to the divine feminine, or the karmic feminine to the divine masculine, is in a karmic soul tie connection, maybe even married for some of them, to a karmic lover. The karmic feels like she has successfully destroyed a sacred union between two counterparts, twin flames, because she has successfully captured or made this masculine leave their soul mate or their sacred counterpart, something like that. And now that this masculine is with this karmic, they're losing their mind without you. So this masculine is not oblivious to who you are and who they're with. But it's like now that they are with this karmic lover, they're stuck in this karmic cycle until they learn their karmic lessons. So they're in a karmic lover, or they're in a karmic relationship with a karmic lover, losing their fucking minds without you. They know this was a sacred union the two of you had, but this person refused to do what was required for them to be in union with you in this lifetime. They failed to do something right this lifetime. So they have to repeat a karmic cycle until they get it right, in a sense. All right. Let's pull some Kipper on the karmic energy and their karmic justice. What's going on with these karmics and this karmic justice energy? How did they come between the sacred union between the twin flames? What did they do to separate the two of them or keep them apart? Clarify this for me, please. Look at that. The courthouse came out. So this karmic lover came between two counterparts and caused some kind of separation between these two. How? Some of them got pregnant with a child. That's how they were able to trap this person in this connection. What else? Some of them put spell work on this masculine. Black magic for some, like some kind of like clarified bad health, unexpected income. Whatever this karmic did to keep this masculine and them in this connection together, someone here is losing a lot, whether it's financial stability or their health is declining, their mind state is not right, they're unstable mentally, they're going through a very bad hard time. It's like they're losing a lot being with this karmic. For some of them, this child could be even sick. They could have a child that's very sick as well. Expectations, and they were not expecting that. What else? What is this STD? Clarify this STD. Sudden wealth in reverse. Whatever this STD is they have is their karma. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. So this STD is a part of their karma. Like I said, for some of them, because they chose this karmic connection over their divine union with this soulmate connection with the divine feminine, they're going to receive some kind of bad karma. And for some of them, their karma is going to be an STD of some sort. And they're also going to lose a lot of money as well. Johnny. Some of them may already know about this STD they have, and some of them may not know, but some of them are going to find out they have an STD from this karmic. And once they find out about this karmic giving them this STD, they're going to try to leave this karmic to be with you, wealthy man. I don't know what this is. Clarify this. Why is this here? A part of this person's karma is losing everything. Their money, their mind, their life for some, a child for others, their job, their security, their stability. Everything is going to fall apart. Everything is going to be taken away from this masculine because they chose to invest with a karmic soulmate. They tried to build a life with a karmic soulmate. They never thought in a million years that this karmic would... I just heard a knock in the room. So there's a spirit here with me. Hold on a second. Why are you here? Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? Who are you? Are you your spirit for the feminine or the masculine? Who are you? I need some tarot. Hold on. Somebody just entered the room. A spirit just entered the room. I don't know who it's for. Judgment and the Chariot. I'm getting death. Somebody's about to lose their life. That's their judgment. Somebody's cycle is coming to an end. Somebody's life is coming to an end. A mature woman. I don't know what this is. Give me a second, y'all. This, I'm hearing no matter what these two people tried to do to block or create some kind of conflict in your life, collective, whatever they tried to do ended up working in your favor. So it's almost like because they did what they did to you, your luck is about to change for the better. They're about to receive some kind of judgment and lose everything they built together with this karmic. And you're about to receive karmic justice in your favor. Whatever they stole from you, whatever you lost, whatever you gave, whatever they took, whatever they tried to keep you from, it's not going to work. Everything that they tried to take from you is going to be gifted back to you tenfold, because these energies came up against a chosen one that was called by God to serve the community, to do things that were going to raise the collective vibration, or to change the world and make it a better place. Whatever your calling is destined for you to complete your mission. Nothing's going to stop you now or get in your way, because whatever they were trying to do is going to be returned to sender in some kind of way. And they're about to receive a lot of bad karma for coming up against you, trying to stop you or keep you, or whatever this is they tried to do to keep you off your journey, off your path. They're about to receive some kind of judgment for what they did to keep you and this person apart, or if this person had anything to do with keeping you in this energy, they're about to receive karmic justice, and it's not going to work out in their favor. They're either going to receive some kind of loss by way of death. They're going to be discovered to be a fraud, or their reputation is going to be ruined. Their life is going to change for the worse. There's going to be a lot of... All right. That's enough, Kipper. Somebody never thought that this would... See, I can't make this up. The cards are just telling on this person's energy and what they did and what's going to happen to them for what they did to you. Whoever this karmic is to you, collective, they partnered with other energies to distract this main male from you and this connection. They used spell work and manipulation to convince this masculine that they were a better option when it came to love. They lied and deceived this masculine into thinking they were a better option when it came to whatever this is. And your masculine fell for the okie doke. They believe everything this karmic said about you, everything this karmic did to keep them together. Your person didn't try to resist it. They kind of like allowed it to happen. They didn't try to fight for this connection at all. They kind of gave this karmic full control over their life, their assets, their resources. They became a fucking punk. Like, this energy was able to convince your masculine that they were the better option. And your masculine, being naive or just plain out stupid, believed the lie that this karmic told them about you. They told this person that you were the karmic and they were the divine feminine, and your person believed the lie. Instead of them following their intuition or listening to their heart, they closed off their emotions when it came to you and this connection, and allowed this karmic to interfere with this union that was destined to be. And now they're losing their mind because of it, because now they know the truth. Whatever this was, this karmic did to convince this masculine they were the better option, this masculine is fully aware that they're in a karmic soul tie with this karmic energy. But now they can't come back to you because they've done too much damage to get this back on the right track. And because of their decisions to leave you behind and choose someone else, they're about to receive a lot of bad karma that's going to make them realize that the choices that they make or made is the reason why this is happening to them. They won't be able to blame anyone else for whatever they're going through. They're going to understand that it's all happening because of their choices and what they did to you and to others. So there's not going to be any misunderstandings when this karma hits this masculine, this karmic. They are fully aware that when this shit hits the fan, it's going to blow up in their faces. But the karmic to your masculine is going to try to leave the situation before it gets really bad and leave your masculine holding the bag. Your masculine could be going to spiritual prison, or they're in spiritual prison because of their decisions, because they thought that this karmic was a better option. They thought they can have more with this karmic than with you. Because of their abandonment issues, they were afraid to open up with you and be honest with you about their feelings or their traumas. And what ended up happening is the same things they tried to keep from you, this karmic is using against them to keep them together. So let's just say, for example, your masculine had abandonment issues, and that's why they couldn't commit to the connection with you, because of their own abandonment issues, right? They thought that by not committing to you or opening up to you or giving you the love you deserve, that they would be able to live their life in peace. Like, you kind of forced this person to go within, and what they saw or discovered about who they were triggered their childhood traumas in some kind of way. And that's why they ran away from the connection with you and chose someone else. But now, because you guys are no longer together, they're losing their mind without you, and they're angry and upset with themselves because they chose this karmic instead of you. They never thought that this would happen or turn out the way that it did. They thought that maybe perhaps you would come back to them or reach out to them or want to work things out with them. They wanted you to be the one to communicate to them how you feel so they can make their decision to be with you. It's like, I don't know, this person feels like, all I can say is this: karmic justice for the karmic and this masculine is very bad. Because even though this masculine may not have known in the beginning who you were, at some point they receive messages from their spirit guides about who you were, or even dreams. But even with all of that, they still chose to ignore this connection and focus their attention on this karmic relationship. Because this karmic has somehow convinced your masculine that they were the better option when it came to love. But this masculine doesn't realize is that the karmic was using spell work to confuse them or to manipulate them in some way to make them think or feel this way about them. In the past, your person thought this was a genuine connection. They thought this was true love. They thought this was their true love. They thought this was the one for them. But now that they see things clearly and the truth has been revealed about this person, they're trying to figure out what they can do to win you back. But I feel like there's nothing they can do to win you back because they've done too much damage. Whatever they did to you cannot be undone. You had to suffer in silence while this person, and even watch this person live a life with someone else or build a life with someone else other than you. Where's that card? I think I reshuffled the deck. Before I shuffled the deck, I said that this person or someone feels like it broke their heart to see this person with someone else. I feel like that's the divine feminine. You had to watch this person build a life with a karmic lover from the sideline. You had to watch your person marry somebody else or have a child with someone else. It's almost like you had to sit back on the sidelines and watch your person try to build a life with someone else, knowing the whole time this was your person, never understanding why they kept choosing this karmic soulmate over this divine connection with you, to the point where your spirit team had to force you to let go and move on so that you can close out this karmic cycle to receive what's right for you. So now that you have closed out a karmic cycle, divine feminine, and you're moving on, your masculine wants to come back and try to reconcile this connection with you. But for some of them, it's just simply too late. They've already fucked up what they had. There's no way that spirit is going to allow this person back into your life as long as they're still dealing with this karmic energy. And for some of them, it's like they've made a deal with the devil here, and now they can't undo what's been done. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered. Like, they have to follow through with what they signed up for. There's no breaking this cycle any other way. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just getting the sense of this masculine wants to free themselves now that they realize that they're in this karmic soul tie with this karmic lover. But for some of them, they can't just leave this karmic and come right back to you. They have to do some kind of work on themselves first to get this opportunity with you. And that's the part they're not understanding, or they're not wanting to do, the inner work on themselves to heal. So because of that, they're having to go through another karmic cycle with this karmic lover they chose because they have abandonment issues. When they were being divinely guided to come towards you to heal this connection, they chose to stay with this karmic lover. They had abandonment issues. So it's like their own abandonment issues would not let them abandon this relationship with this karmic to be with you. For some of them, it's because they have kids together. So because they have abandonment issues, it was hard for them to abandon the relationship if there were kids involved, because they would have been triggering their own child to have abandonment issues as well, something like that. So they chose to stay with this karmic to avoid creating any abandonment issues for their child. So I guess they thought they were doing what was right for them at the time, but now they're being made aware of the situation they're in. This is not a soulmate connection. This is not a sacred union. This is a karmic connection. But for some of them, the guidance they were receiving to leave this connection behind before they got to this point, they ignored it and they decided to stay in it. And now it's too late for some of them to get out of it. This one says, I wasn't ready for you, but it came out in reverse. In the past, this person wasn't ready for you. They were not spiritually equipped to handle your gifts, you. They were not ready for you in any way possible. They had a lot of things to learn about themselves. They had to grow up. They had to mature. They had to develop. They had to unlearn some things about themselves and release and let go of some karmic connections, and they just couldn't find the strength to do so. So in the past, they were not ready for you. And that's why they couldn't be with you in the sacred union, because they were not ready. So Spirit stepped in to try to help guide this person on their journey to show them that they were in a karmic connection, but because of their own abandonment issues, they lacked the strength or the courage to walk away from it. So they kept themselves in this spiritual prison or this spiritual contract with this karmic because of their own fears of abandonment issues. All right, well, I don't want to spend too much more time on this karmic, because we can clearly see this karmic has successfully convinced this masculine that they are their divine feminine, or they did in the past. And that's why this person chose to marry this person or be with this person in union, because this karmic convinced them that they were the one. But now this masculine is being divinely guided to leave the situation and come back to their divine feminine. But for some of them, they're already married. They can't just walk away. Because, all right, so in the past, okay, before this masculine made this deal with the devil, in a sense, and married this karmic, they had a chance to come back to you and reconcile this connection and heal with you. But for some of them, they've chosen to marry this karmic or commit themselves in some kind of spiritual contract with this karmic, and now they can't get out of it. It's too late. So for those of them that are married to the karmics or have some kind of spiritual union with this karmic or soul contract with this karmic, they cannot break this connection with this karmic until they've gone through their spiritual lessons first. And that's why you're being protected from this person at this time, because for some of them, they signed a contract with this karmic to be with them in union, and they can't get out of this contract until they do this inner childhood healing they have to do to free themselves from this abandonment issue they have first. Okay. Anything else before we move on? I hope this makes sense. This masculine pretty much fucked themselves when they married this karmic, and now it's too late for them to get out of this situation to be with you in union. And for that reason, there's going to be new love coming in for divine feminine. It says, you will finish learning your lesson with the third party. Ooh. Ooh. So like I just said, this masculine had the opportunity to reconcile with the divine feminine many times before they commit themselves to this karmic soul tie they're in. But for some of them, because of their own abandonment issues, they couldn't find the strength to walk away from their family, whatever. So because of that, they're in spiritual prison, learning the spiritual lessons with this third party. You will be receiving a new partnership, divine feminine. New love is here. And this card says that you will finish learning your lessons with the third party, higher level soulmate counterpart. So you're going to be meeting a new love, new counterpart, a high level soulmate for you, divine feminine. And maybe you were expecting for your person to learn their spiritual lessons this lifetime and get it right. For some of you, you may be disappointed in your person for not doing the work required to be with you in this union. And you may be worried about your person and this situation they're in. However, Spirit wants you to release this person, divine feminine, and let them go because of your own abandonment issues. You may be struggling with letting go of this person because they were your counterpart in the past. But because they chose a karmic soulmate, soul tie connection with a karmic lover, and for some of them they're married to this person, you're about to receive a new love offer coming in to help you move on and heal from this contract you were in with this person, to finish learning your own spiritual lessons with a higher level soulmate counterpart. This person's being divinely guided to you. All right. This is the person Spirit wants you to be open to receive when they come in. This is your karmic justice, new love. All right. Divinely guided for you. Your masculine, I'm not telling you to give up hope on this person, spiritually speaking, but they have kind of fucked themselves by marrying this karmic. And now because of their own abandonment issues, they have to suffer in silence for some of them. They have to go through some spiritual lessons to be able to detach from this energy. You're being guided to move on your journey without this person, all right, and focus on yourself. You're being divinely protected from the third party situation at this time. They can no longer do anything against you because you're being protected from their evil ways or whatever they were trying to do to block your blessings. That's being reversed. You don't have to be concerned about if this is going to benefit you in some way, because it will. It may not feel like it is, but it is benefiting you in a lot of ways, because now you are free to move on without any attachments or any abandonment issues of your own. I don't know. It's just like this masculine really fucked themselves when they decided to marry this karmic or be in a soul contract with this karmic and whatever it is for them. They even may be pregnant with this karmic child, or this karmic could be pregnant by this masculine as I speak. That's another soul contract they have to see through. If there's a pregnancy involved, they have a child coming into this union, then that's a part of their karma. They have to raise this child with this karmic. They can't abandon this karmic now because she's pregnant, whatever the case may be. I don't know. For some of them, the karmic is pregnant, and that's why they can't abandon this person, because they don't want to abandon their child. For some of them, they're married to the karmic and they have family together, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. They're stuck. They can't move forward. They're not able to return at this time. All right. So you're being guided to move on with yourself and let this masculine go and heal your broken heart and focus on yourself. All right. That's your karmic justice. Anything else before you move on? Anything else before we pull some more energy and move on? Makeup sex wants to come out. I feel like the karmic use makeup sex with this masculine every time they break up. Look at that, in pregnancy. I can't make this shit up. So what happened was, for some of you, this masculine was on their way to you. For some of them, they were on their way back to you. But before they were able to come to you, them and this karmic lover had makeup sex, and during makeup sex, this karmic got pregnant with this person's child for some of them. And that's why they're celebrating this win they think they have. So, again, your masculine is kind of dumb, slow, stupid. I don't know what short bus they could have rolled on, whatever the fuck it is, but they're not very bright. They let this karmic use sex to keep them in this relationship. They got pregnant on purpose. Makeup sex was involved. Your masculine and karmic were going through a separation. Your person was being divinely guided towards you to come back and reconcile this connection and heal with you, but they chose to go back to this karmic, had makeup sex, they got pregnant, or they got the karmic pregnant, and now they're in spiritual prison because of it. All right. This is a soulmate connection in reverse. So this is a karmic soulmate to your person. They think that they are in a love. Listen, and there's that card I was looking for earlier. I'm going to end this reading because I can't deal with this fucked up ass energy. You don't have to worry about this person anymore. They made their bed. They have to lie in it. They got the karmic pregnant for some. They even married the karmic for others. They're in a karmic soul tie with this person. They can't walk away from this contract they signed with this karmic lover because they made a deal with the devil and they have to carry out whatever this is they made with this deal. This devil, I can't even get the fucking words out. What I'm hearing about this masculine is that they were so immature in the past, so naive in a sense, very immature and very naive, which made it really easy for this karmic to seduce your masculine into choosing them over you. And they use sex to keep them. For some of them, they got a child by this person. For some of them, they were able to convince this person to marry them. And for some of them, they even convinced this person to do some kind of criminal activity on their behalf. And they're going to jail if they did. I don't know. I don't know. This masculine has royally fucked up in a lot of ways. Page of Cups, that's that pregnancy, a baby on the way. Your Strength card and Ten of Pentacles also came out. You're being divinely protected from this person, and you're still going to receive your Ten of Pentacles, even though it's not going to be with this person for some of you. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so again, divine feminine, move on, please, and thank you. Stop focusing on what was done in the dark that's coming to the light, that's being revealed to you. Your ancestors are showing you what you need to see so you can move on. So this reading may be triggering. It may upset you in some way to know why your person chose the karmic instead of you. I don't know. But its purpose is to allow you to see clearly what you need to see about your person's energy and why they made the choices they made, so you can move on with, with a clear conscience in a sense. So you've been advised to walk away from this person. If there is a child in question, it is with this karmic, and it may be twins for some, but whatever this is, this person is walking into is going to help them realize that their choices, their immaturity, their ways in general need to change. If they don't grow up and let go of their immature ways, learn their spiritual lessons, and walk away from this karmic lover, they're going to stay in the spiritual prison until they learn their lessons. There's no way out of it. They can't go around this spiritual prison or get around this spiritual lesson they have to learn. And for some of them, it's healing their childhood traumas. For some of them, it's hard for them to go within and do that inner work on themselves to be able to free themselves from this situation. It's abandonment issues for some of them. It's child abuse for some of them. It's even sexual abuse for others of them. It's a lot of things they went through as a child that's causing them to stay stuck in this karmic cycle. But until they learn their lessons here, they're going to stay in this karmic cycle, repeating the same lessons over and over again until they realize that it's them that needs to change, not the people around them. Something like that, all right? You're being divinely guided to stand your ground, to resist the temptation of wanting to go back to this past person of yours, to focus on yourself, to look ahead to the future. Be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished and what you've been able to overcome. Realizing the truth is what's going to set you free. The truth shall set you free. So this reading may be truth that's going to set you free. And it's going to divinely guide you to a better place where you can receive this Ten of Pentacles. All right. This past lover, like I said, they're in this karmic soul tie with this karmic lover. And there's nothing you can do about it. I can't make it up. They're in a forbidden union. And there's nothing you can do to save them from this. This is the choice they made. They will soon realize that it's a forbidden connection and wake up to the truth of the matter. But by the time they realize that it is, it's going to be too late. You're already going to be in another situation on your end, doing better for yourself. And if you decide to let them back into your life once you get to this place, then you're going to be setting yourself up for a disaster in the end. So don't put yourself in that position. This is your karmic justice to win at all costs. You've earned the position. You've earned the right. They're under attack and you're not. This will never work. This will never work. They're under spiritual attack. They're receiving karma. They tried to come against you in a lot of ways. Their plan did not work. It will not succeed. Their plan will backfire. It will not work. It will not stop you from receiving your Ten of Pentacles in the end. Your person will eventually understand that this is a karmic soul tie for some of them and wake up and realize that they need to free themselves. But until they have that moment of revelation, it's not going to work. All right? It's not going to work. Them and it's karmic. It's not going to work. They're going to constantly be attacked by their spirit guides until they wake the fuck up from this prison they're in and free themselves. Fear holds me back. I want to come back, but I'm afraid because fear holds me back. The fear of losing something with this karmic is holding them back from you. Whatever this is they have with this karmic, they're afraid to lose it. It could be a lot of things for a lot of them, but it's never going to work between the two of them. And when they realize that it's never going to work is when they'll realize they need to leave the situation and walk away from it and find their spiritual path and get back on the right track. But you can't do that for them. They have to realize this on their own. All right. And also for you, they're telling you that this will never work. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't be afraid to move on without this person. Don't be afraid to accept that this person is not willing to change their ways to be with you. That's just the facts. And it's not even about being with you. It's about being a better version of themselves to be with you. They don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to do the work in general. They just want to be in this energy of victim mentality. And that's where they are right now. They want to play the victim to the circumstances, but they're not a victim. This is their own mental prison. They're putting themselves in a situation. They don't have to be here if they don't want to be there. They're choosing to be where they are right now because they don't want to do the work on themselves to free themselves out of it. All right. Anything else? Karmic justice for the collective regarding this energy around them. Anything else? Look at this. SA, traumatic experience with a family member, childhood trauma bond. So the thing that's keeping them in this karmic cycle is their childhood trauma. I can't make it up. For some of them, they were sexually abused as a child. For some of them, they were mentally abused, physically abused, whatever it was. They have childhood trauma, and that's the bond that's keeping them in this spiritual prison with this karmic lover. Them and the karmic are trauma bonding together. And the karmic is using their own fears against them to keep them from walking out on them. So let me just say it like this. Your person has pretty much revealed to this karmic all their darkest secrets, all the things they've gone through in their childhood. So this karmic has all the ammunition they need to keep this masculine with them by using their own fears against them. So if your person told this karmic about their sexual abuse or their childhood trauma and try to leave this karmic because the karmic is a fucking karmic, every time they try to walk away from this karmic brings up their past and makes them relive their childhood trauma, which bonds them back together with this karmic. So again, this masculine has to heal this childhood trauma to break away from this bond they have with this karmic. The karmic uses their own trauma to keep them together because the karmic and them can have children together. So if your person was abandoned by their mother or father, the karmic makes them feel bad for wanting to abandon them and their children to be with you, some shit like that. So they're playing on this person's emotions to keep them bound together. And your masculine can't seem to understand that that's what's being done to them. And until they realize that that's what's being done, they're not going to be able to free themselves from this karmic soul tie they have with this karmic bond and this karmic lover. You understand what I mean? They have to see the truth for what it is. And spirit is working with them to show them what they don't see. But because of their own traumas, it's like they don't want to revisit their past because it triggers their childhood trauma. And it's hard for them to revisit the past because of what they've gone through. So the karmic uses that to control your person and make them stay with them instead of leaving them to be with you, right? And that's why they're being judged so harshly, because this was a divine masculine who was destined for a sacred soulmate connection with their divine feminine. But the karmic is using all kind of manipulation to keep this masculine in this low vibrational energy, interfering with this sacred union. And your person is kind of allowing it to happen to them. Instead of being strong-willed and strong-minded, they're being very weak-willed and weak-minded to this energy. They're submitting to this energy and they don't have to. They don't have the strength to stand up for themselves because, again, this mother figure in their life, love or whatever it is, plays on their childhood trauma, and it keeps them bound to this person because of it. So they have to find strength to free themselves from this karmic soul tie they're in. And until they can find the strength to do that, this will never work between the two of you, all right? Because you have broken away from this and healed your childhood trauma. And you're not easy triggered by your childhood trauma or your past like this person is. And as long as they're in that energy, this will not work between the two of you, all right? And they are going to continue to feel like they're losing their mind until they realize that it's them that needs to be healed, not everyone else. Something like that, all right? I know that was all over the place, and it may not make a lot of sense to all of you, but I was trying to piece it together the best way I could. This person chose to be in this karmic connection. Some of them are being forced to stay in this karmic connection because the karmic is using children to keep them bound together because of their own issues they have. They haven't healed from those childhood traumas, so that's how this karmic keeps them together, by using that against them type of shit. Wow. All right. This is Angel Carissa, and her message is to you that you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step, and happiness awaits you now. Divine Feminine. I know it grieves your heart to know that your person is being triggered by this karmic to stay in this connection because of their own issues, and you want to help them realize that. And I feel like you tried your hardest to show them the way, but they haven't been able to pick up their own cross and carry their own weight. So because of that, they have kind of confined themselves to this energy, and until they realize that this is the karmic cycle they're in and end it, and call on their angels to give them comfort to do so, they're not going to be able to step into their happiness and be with you in any kind of way until they do. Something like that, all right? But for you, you have closed out a karmic cycle and ended a karmic cycle in your life. You called to come up on your angels to help you release and let go, and to comfort you in your time of need, and to guide your path and your next steps. And because of that, happiness awaits you on the other side of this, all right? New love is here, divinely guided. This is a high level soulmate that's going to help you continue your lessons and learn your lessons in this life. This is not going to be a karmic soulmate. This is going to be a divine counterpart to you, all right? That's going to help you finish out your learning lessons and experiences in this lifetime. So there was something you and this person would have completed together, you and this past lover, but because they're in this karmic cycle with this karmic lover, they can't continue on the journey with you. This new person will be able to help you continue on the journey and continue to learn your spiritual lessons and evolve and elevate spiritually in a higher level, something like that. Life partner. I'm getting life partner with this person. Life partner, soulmate. All right, what else? Oof, child, this masculine energy is so, just so discomforting. And it's really hard to not feel sorry for him. I understand how you feel. And it's really hard to not feel sorry for this person because you understand where they are and you want this person to just do the work. But you can't force them to do the inner work they need to do on themselves. They have to be willing to do it on their own. And for some of them, the things that they went through or experienced as a child was very traumatic, and it's not easy for them to open up that portal to access that energy, to deal with it and challenge themselves to face it. They have for some of them, this person is still in their life. And that's why they can't confront this person, because it could also be this karmic they need to confront that they can't confront. They are afraid of this person in a way. This person makes them very nervous and anxious. They don't have the courage to stand up to this person the way they need to. They need to call on their spirit guides to give them the strength to stand up for themselves and come up against these people, because this person feels very weak-minded and weak in general. Like, they don't have the strength to fight these demons on their own, and they don't have to. They have spiritual help here, but the guidance they're being given is to do the inner work to release this trauma bond they have, and that's what they can't seem to do on their own. I don't know. This one says, I am the angel Ashanti. I bring you peace, new tranquility, and a smoother road ahead. I am the angel of peace, and I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead for the divine feminine or masculine energy. Oh, Jesus, I can't even process this person's emotions, because, again, this is very sad, because this person is just in a really bad place, and that's why they're in this bad health, and they're like in the Nine of Swords because they know what they need to do, but they don't have the strength to do it. I mean, it's almost like they can't do it on their own. They need somebody to help them with it, and this karmic doesn't help them deal with this childhood trauma. They feed off of it, and they use it against them and make them feel even worse. So they're, baby, listen, I cannot. Archangel Uriel is here for protection, and it says, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. And I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and from your mind. So again, you feel a little bit of resentment towards this person because they're weak. They don't have the confidence or the strength to do what you had to do on your own. So Divine Feminine did all this by herself with nobody to help you with your spirit guides. But for some reason, your masculine doesn't have the same strength or tenacity to do the same thing you did, which is why they can't be with you. It won't work. They're too weak in a sense. They don't have the strength to fight back. This karmic has drained them of all of their energy. They have no strength to fight this battle on their own. They have to call on spirit to help them. But because of their pride and their ego, they're just not doing that. They're not using their resources to help them break away from this situation. So it's pride stopping them as well. They're sabotaging themselves because they're allowing their pride to get in the way. I don't know. This person needs to really go within and do a lot of meditation and soul searching to figure out what the fuck this is for them, because they need a lot of help and you can't help them. No conditions are in favor. Ooh, I just said this. This says no. Conditions are not favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide you and comfort you. That's what I'm saying. It's not in your best interest to try to save this person or guide this person or get involved in any kind of way, because you can't help this person. They have to help themselves if they want to get help. They have to use their own inner voice and their own strength and confidence to get out of the situation they're in. And for some of them, they're just not doing it. And for you, it wouldn't be in your best interest to go back to the past or revisit this person's in your past, because it's not going to work out in your favor right now if you do. All right. They want you to wait or look for another option or ask your angels for guidance and comfort you on your journey, because again, this person is going through a spiritual awakening, but they're like resisting the changes they need to make to be with you. So it's like, I literally see spirit pushing this person in a corner, trying to force them to go within, to do the inner work on themselves, to free themselves from this situation. And I see your person just balling up in a corner, not trying to stand up for themselves and fight back. Like they don't have the courage to do so in some kind of way. This says to spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions, and ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. I don't know how to close this out, because the karmic justice for divine feminine is in your favor. You've done everything you could do here. There's nothing else you can do for this person at this time. And if you try to go back and do anything else with this person or for these people, you're going to end up causing yourself a lot more grief. All right. It's in your best interest to continue to move on and let God step in and help these people find their own way. For some of them, they don't want to change. They don't want to be better. They want to be victim to their circumstances. I don't fucking know. Whatever it is that they're not willing to do is not your problem at this point. So do not self-sabotage your new beginning trying to go back and save someone who doesn't want to be saved. You need to focus on yourself and continue to move forward and let this person fight their own battles, okay, in the end. This is your victory. This is your success. This is what you've already done. You've already closed out a karmic cycle. You have luck on your side. God is with you, protecting you from these energies, all right? That's your karmic justice. You've done the work. And they're going through a tower moment, and they're going to keep going through tower moments until they do the work to heal their inner child, period. There's no way around it. They can come in if they want to express their feelings for you, but it's not going to be in your best interest to take this person up on this offer, because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to work. You're the Queen of Cups, divine feminine. If you don't want this to end up in heartache and pain for you in the end, then trust your intuition and do what you're being guided to do, and move on and let go of this person or the situation that this is for you. and don't look back. All right. And protect your energy from this person if you have to, because someone here is going to reach out for your help, but they don't want to be saved. They just want to feed off of your energy to make them feel better so they can continue doing this bullshit they're doing with this karmic lover. They may even be working against you with the karmic to stop you, whatever it is. Don't be a fool and allow this person to deceive you into thinking they want to work on this relationship when they don't. They're coming in to sabotage your new beginning. All right? Don't fuck it up, divine feminine, dealing with these past energies, because these people are going through their karma right now and they'll do anything to get out of it. And right now they see you as a way out of it and you're not, or you shouldn't be. Save yourself here and continue to move forward unless you want to go through a tower moment, healing, rejection, you know what I mean? Lack of inspiration, death, rebirth again, blocking your own blessings. Don't do that to yourself, all right? Stand in your truth. Stand in your power. Stand your ground. Protect your energy. Defend your throne. Don't let these people from your past come in and fuck up what you have going on for yourself and destroy your foundation you built, rebuilt. Continue to move forward and know that you have new love coming in. This is going to be a high level soulmate. It's going to be somebody that's on your level. All right? Send a prayer, light a candle, whatever you do to release this person. But release this person and let them go. To not block your own blessings or sabotage your new beginnings. This is what's required of you to continue to receive what's coming your way, or to receive what's coming your way. All right? Don't block your blessings fucking around with the past energies around you because of your good heart and your kindness and your desire to want to help people, you know, through their journey. You barely made this shit you barely made it out alive yourself. So why would you go back into battle when you're not ready for it? All right? Don't put yourself in harm's way trying to help these people when you barely escaped this yourself. Spirit had to struggle with you to get you to release and move on. So now that you have moved on, don't look back. So they're telling me that if it wasn't for them, you would still be in this cycle as well. Because you and this person could have also had some kind of trauma bond that you guys had or shared together. But because you healed your inner childhood trauma, you no longer have that trauma bond with this person. But you want to help them because you understand where they are right now and you think you can help them out of the situation, but you cannot. All right? Don't put yourself in a situation and block your blessings by being too compassionate towards these people. Show them love and light a candle, burn a candle, whatever you do to release and let go. But don't let these people back into your good energy again because they're going to destroy you if you do. All right? That's what I'm kind of getting. I hope this helps you guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.